some clumping bamboo. So everyone wants to grow big hardy clumping bamboo, but there isn't any, sorry to tell you. This is about as big as clumping bamboos that are hardy around here can get. So you can have big and clumping but not hardy, or you can have big and hardy but not clumping, but you can't have all three. But this is nice. These get a little bit bigger every year. I don't know how big their ultimate height will be, maybe 6 or 10 feet, good for hedging. A lot of different kinds of Solomon seal in here, both the native one and Chinese ones. I think this is a Chinese one here, Polygonatum odoratum probably. We have some of the Himalayan mayapple, Podophyllum hexandrum. It's gotten endangered because it's used a lot medicinally against different forms of cancer. This looks like wild sarsaparilla, maybe? Can't quite tell until it opens up a little bit more. A very nice native columbine. Does a very good job of sowing itself. Aquilegia Canadensis. A really world-class, beautiful plant. Geranium Macrophylum, maybe? The native wild geranium, used medicinally as an astringent. Sometimes see great big patches of it. So this will be the native Solomon seal, just now coming up, quite a bit behind the Chinese one over here. These are just at the stage for eating, pretty much. I like to eat them when the leaves are all still in a clump before they start to expand like this, one leaf after another. Now that looks like the wild sarsaparilla right there. We usually eat the Solomon seal slightly bigger than this, actually. These are a little bit skinny. I like to find ones that are about the diameter of your little finger for eating. There's a native hemlock. Anyone who's not aware, most of the hemlocks on the East Coast are dead. They got killed by that little bug right there, the balsam woolly adelgid, or no, rather the hemlock woolly adelgid. A predator has been introduced, and looking at how ragged some of this is, I'd say maybe the predator is in here helping me out. Where we're standing here was the middle of a hemlock grove. You can still see some stumps here and there. So there was no ground layer. Hemlocks being evergreens. So everything has changed dramatically. Standing here, you would not have been able to see that building. 10 years ago, it would have been a wall of green. Changes. Some Shiitake logs, I think they're about finished. Looks like we missed one there. Nice to see some spring beauties getting going. One of the nice spring ephemerals that we are trying to encourage. There's a little kiddie wading pool that we're growing a bunch of wasabi in. And then the one with the grassy looking leaf is calamus. Also likes a wet place. And I see some Cadenopsis dongshen is colonized in there. I think this particular bamboo is Philostachys edulis, particularly noted for being edible, but most of them seem to be edible. Most of the ones I've been experimenting with anyway. This would be got some nice Yin Yang Ho epimedium species in here. It's doing quite well. This took some frost, but it's bouncing back now. This is Wujapi, I believe, Acanthopanax gracillostylus. It's used for wind damp conditions particularly. So we have 8 or 10 different woody plants in the ginseng family that we're growing here. And most of them we're not at all certain about the names. But by and large, they have the same pinnate leaf, what do you call it? No, palmate leaf with 5 leaflets, and they have the fruit in a sort of spherical arrangement. Those are both typical of Aquilegia. It would be the root bark that's used. The most famous of these woody ones is the Siberian ginseng, of course, which we'll see shortly in another video. So we got a sprinkler going here.